Chapter 20, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 1943. Captain John Fargate had always been drawn to the sea. As a young boy growing up in Philadelphia, he had spent every spare moment at the docks, watching the ships come and go. He dreamed of one day becoming a sailor and exploring the vast unknown oceans, and that dream became a reality when he joined the Navy at the age of 18. Over the years, Fargate rose through the ranks, earning numerous commendations for both his bravery and strategic thinking. But it was during World War II that Fargate's skills truly surfaced. He was assigned to captain a destroyer ship, guiding it through treacherous waters and enemy fire. His crew admired him for his calm under pressure and his unwavering determination to complete missions successfully. In 1943, Fargate received new orders that would change his life forever. He was selected to lead a top-secret mission known as the Philadelphia Experiment. Fargate was intrigued by this mission. It sounded like something out of a science fiction novel. The goal of the experiment was to make a naval ship invisible to enemy radar by using electromagnetic fields. At first, Fargate was skeptical, but after meeting with scientists involved in the experiment, he became convinced that it could actually work. And as a dedicated naval officer, he was willing to do whatever it took to gain an advantage over enemies to the U.S.-backed alliance. The USS Eldridge was chosen as the test subject for the experiment. On August 12, 1943, with Fargate at its helm, the ship set sail from Philadelphia Harbor towards its destination, an uninhabited island near Bermuda known only to high-ranking military and government officials. As they neared the island, strange things started happening on board. Equipment malfunctioned and many crew members reported feeling dizzy and disoriented. Then came reports of an eerie green fog enveloping the ship before it suddenly disappeared from sight. After several hours of radio silence from the Eldridge, it was decided that another naval vessel should be sent to investigate. The ship was discovered a mere few days later, its once pristine exterior now warped and twisted. Crew members were fused into the walls and floors, their lifeless bodies becoming one with the mighty metal vessel. In the captain's journal, the final entry simply read, "This will likely be our last entry into this log. We've stumbled upon a power beyond our understanding, one we cannot control. Our ship has transcended dimensions, allowing us to explore for decades. But as we attempt to return home at the crew's insistence, I fear we won't survive without enough thorium fuel." Captain Fargate had written hundreds of journal entries before making that fateful final entry in his captain's journal. In these entries, he documented his experiences in an alternate reality that was slightly different from their own. In this alternate reality, the United States had emerged victorious from World War II without needing their president, a failed haberdasher, to drop an atomic bomb. The streets were lined with futuristic buildings and vehicles, and the people seemed to possess advanced technology beyond anything Captain Fargate had ever seen. But as their ship traveled through this dimension, Fargate noticed something unsettling. The people here were not truly alive. They were like robots programmed to carry out specific tasks. They lacked both emotion and individuality, and their society seemed to value efficiency above all else. Fargate couldn't help but feel a sense of unease in this world. It was almost as if he and his crew had stumbled upon a utopia that was too perfect to be true. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into years, the crew members grew restless and strongly yearned to return back home. Fargate realized that they had no control over when or how they could return to their own reality. The only way back seemed to be through the mysterious power that had brought them here in the first place. But that was risky, and the captain knew that he lost crew members in previously unimaginable ways every time that he tried to use this mighty technology. With each passing day, Fargate's fear grew exponentially as he witnessed the devastating effects of trying to harness this mighty power. He knew many crew members who had already become fused with the ship's walls and floors and who were now proof of its dangerous consequences. But despite his many concerns, some members of his crew became obsessed with harnessing this power in efforts to return to their own reality. They saw it as a way to return to their loved ones, their real loved ones. One day the remaining crew voted to try to return despite of the risks and despite Fargate's orders. Unfortunately, it was this fateful decision that brought them all to the end of their days.